What's up guys, welcome back to Gladiators, and today we're reviewing the new Head Boom MP Auxetic 2.0, a racket that offers great power and spin, as well as some unmistakable feel and very soothing comfort. I feel like I might need to string it to play test it, but yeah, check out the specs. So, as you Glaaads might have noticed, there was a quick color switch of the rackets. It's the same racket, just a different paint job called Alternate. Let me know in the comments below which one you prefer, and if you want to know my opinion, the Alternate is definitely a very sexy and elegant option that I feel like the latest should really like. Keeping that in mind though, this racket with this dampener, I'm sorry, but I'm really digging it. Anyways, I don't remember the last time I spent so much time talking about a racket's design, so let's get into the playtest. And I have to say that as soon as I picked up the racket from the stringer, I knew I was gonna lack some weight. And to nobody's surprise, I did. Now listen, if you guys are considering this frame, 295 grams of weight is probably going to be just right for you, because otherwise you'd be looking at the heavier racket in the range, the Pro version. But if you're tempted by the 100-inch head and you want that weird shape for the big sweet spot and nice feel, just put some lead on it and you'll be good to go. So yeah, weight is not really a problem, but in stock form it was a little bit not enough for me. Because of the lack of weight though, the feeling on the forehand side was quite an interesting and new one. Because although I couldn't hit every forehand with crazy confidence flat down the line, I could easily make the ball bounce over my opponent when hitting the forehand's cross court. I could also easily flick my wrist to open crazy sharp angles, catching my opponent completely off guard, allowing for easy approach to the net and finishing volleys. Have to be honest with you Glaaads, but I really didn't feel like the Boom MP was the frame for me when it came to the backhand side, because I lacked stability and penetration when it came to the down the line switches, and my game is pretty much based on that. So I ended up hitting more inside out and inside in forehands in this playtest than in the whole last month. But again, give me some lead and I might change my shoes very quickly, as the awesome feel and ripping spin were quite nice to discover on the backhand side. Glaaads, are you already convinced that this Boom MP is your next weapon of choice? If that's the case, like always, the link to get this or this Boom MP but in its classic paint job, or pretty much anything else tennis related, is down in the description below, together with our exclusive discount code that's gonna save you some cash, and that also really helps the channel. And we're back to the review. At the net, I really loved it. The thing is though, I'm not sure if it's the racket or I've improved my volleys, but all of the latest rackets that I've been playtesting, I really like them at the net. Though again, the Boom kind of nails the formula for a good volley racket. It's light, so it's very maneuverable, and it has a huge sweet spot. The stability doesn't seem to be compromised at the net as much as with the backhands, and I feel quite confident overall with this thing when I have to finish the ball at the net. So definitely a plus here. Definitely not a plus when it comes to flat first serves though. Not enough penetration and not enough stability like expected. However, anytime a racket doesn't do well in the first flats, it does great on the kick, stop spins and the slices, and this one is no exception. It literally made me feel lazy because of how easy it is to make good topspin serves. I would not use my legs or body to generate spin and power, and would only use my arm, and surprisingly it was pretty much enough. So yeah, if your kicks are lacking, this thing can definitely fill in the void for you. Same thing with the slice serve, by the way. I would sometimes unintentionally open crazy angles that were totally enough to go to the net with, but because I was so surprised by the angle of the serves myself, I'd stay in the baseline, but that's not the racket's fault, I'm just stupid sometimes. Returns felt quite wonderful, especially the forehand ones. Lightning quick preparation and enough stability somehow to return deep and not lose the advantage. Anyways, what's my final verdict? This racket is definitely not for me, and it's not for anyone who is looking for a control oriented and super stable frame. Now, if you want power, comfort, good feel and spin, I feel like this is the one. You just gotta decide which paint job to choose. While you do that though, check out the grades.